If a bunk bed could talk, it would beg you to pick the right mattress, not just for comfort, but for safety, support, and sanity. In this video, I'm counting down the top 5 bunk bed-friendly mattresses from good to great, ranked for comfort, safety height, cooling, edge stability, motion control, and real-world durability. I'll be honest where they fall short, especially for number 5 and 4, and I'll explain why the top picks genuinely feel worth it. Stay with me till number 1, there's a reason it wins, and it's not hype. 5. Lucid 8-inch twin mattress for bunk bed. So the Lucid 8-inch is kind of the entry point mattress that tries to do a lot for the money. You get a gel-infused memory foam top over a denser support foam base, and the first lie down feels plush enough to relax the shoulders without that swampy sink you sometimes get. For kids and lighter sleepers, it's a soft landing that still keeps the spine pretty straight. If the bunk bed is in a guest room or vacation space, this will feel familiar and easy to like. Now, let me explain where the 8-inch profile helps and hurts. At 8 inches, it's technically in the safe range for many bunks, but some frames have shorter guardrails, and this mattress can ride a bit high on certain slat systems. That means, you want to double-check guardrail clearance before you commit. On the plus side, the extra height does give a cushier top layer, which side sleepers appreciate. But for top bunks specifically, I'd prefer 5 to 6 inches to maximize guardrail coverage, especially for younger sleepers. On cooling, the gel infusion does its job decently in normal rooms. I notice it doesn't trap heat as aggressively as older memory foams. But, well, in a warm upstairs room or summer loft with less airflow, it can feel a touch warm after a few hours. Not a deal breaker, just keep breathable sheets and a lighter duvet to help it out. Number 4. MLILY Twin Mattress. The MLILY Twin steps in with a cooler, crisper feel compared to the Lucid. The top foam has that green tea Joe vibe, clean smell out of the box, slightly springier response, and a medium firm feel that doesn't swallow you. If you prefer to sleep on rather than in the mattress, this one hits that note. Pressure relief on shoulders and hips is measured but effective. Back sleepers in particular will appreciate the alignment. Here's the trade-off. Depending on which MLILY thickness you get for bunk use, there are 6-inch and 7-inch options that are the safer bet for top bunks. The first few nights can feel a bit firmer than expected. You know how some foams warm up and loosen? This one settles, but not dramatically. Great for posture, less ideal if a kid wants a marshmallowy feel. And that medium firm character does a better job for older kids and teens than toddlers who love extra plushness. Cooling is solid, genuinely better than basic memory foam, and motion transfer is minimal, so a top bunk toss doesn't ripple down. I did notice the edge feels firmer than the Lucid when sitting, which is nice for climbing in from ladders, but I mean, the overall comfort story isn't as luxurious as the next 3 picks. It's competent, clean, and sturdy. The cover fabric feels durable and not scratchy, which matters for bunk beds that see more jumps, slides, and the occasional story time flop. Number 3. ZINUS 5-inch memory foam mattress. This is the bunk bed's sweet spot for safety, height, and practicality. 5 inches. The ZINUS 5-inch has become a go-to because it threads the needle, thin enough to keep guardrails doing their job, thick enough to avoid feeling like you're on a gym mat. The top memory foam layer has that signature green tea freshness and a gentle contour that relieves pressure without swallowing small bodies. For top bunks in kids' rooms, this feels just right. Let me explain the feel. It's medium to medium firm, but the very top has a soft hand that relaxes quickly. Stomach and back sleepers stay aligned, and side sleepers under, say, 120 pounds still get enough shoulder give. For heavier teens, it's adequate for nightly use, but the 5-inch profile tells the truth. This is built for bunk practicality, not maximum plush. That said, adding a breathable 1 to 1.5 inch topper transforms it into a more luxurious sleep without blowing past guardrail heights on most frames. Because it's thinner, edge stability actually feels decent. you're closer to the base foam layer, so you don't get that slumped edge. Motion isolation is quietly excellent. If siblings are swapping bunks, you won't hear complaints about bumps. Cooling is better than expected for the thickness. Less foam means less heat storage, and the infusion keeps things fresh. It decompresses quickly and airs out fast, which is helpful if you need a same-week setup. 2. Novilla 6-inch full bed mattress. This is where comfort meets the right profile. At 6 inches, the Novilla Full strikes a better balance than 8-inch options for bunk setups. More cushion than a 5-inch, still safely within guardrail range for most frames, especially on bottom bunks or lofts where head clearance matters. The feel is a refined medium that adapts quickly. Less of that slow sink, more of an immediate, "oh, that's comfy" reaction. Side sleepers benefit the most. The shoulders get a gentle nest without losing low back support. What surprised me testing this line is consistency across the surface. Some budget foams have dead zones or soft centers. Novilla's layering keeps pressure balanced even near the edges, so reading at the side or climbing in doesn't feel unstable. Motion control is calm, great for light sleepers, and airflow is clearly better than basic foam beds. The cover and top foams breathe, and heat buildup is mild, even in warmer rooms. The 6-inch build also helps with ladder access. The edge doesn't collapse, so stepping on the side feels secure. For the lower bunk, headroom stays usable for older kids or adults sitting up to read. There's minimal off-gassing. Any new foam scent clears fast. Decompression is reliable. Within a day, it's at full performance, and small wrinkles in the cover settle out. Here's what matters. If the bed is used nightly by a growing kid or a teen who studies and naps on it, Novilla keeps its structure.
NapQueen 8-inch queen-size mattress. Okay, I know, queen on a bunk isn't typical, but hear me out. For lofts, platform bunks that accept larger sizes, or shared rooms where the lower bunk is a hangout zone by day and a sleep space by night, the NapQueen 8-inch brings a calm, balanced, grown-up comfort that outclasses the others. The bamboo charcoal memory foam in the top layer gives it that clean, dry feel, less humidity cling, more temperature neutrality, while the support foam keeps the spine aligned without hard spots. The first thing that stands out is the instant comfort response. You lie down and the top adapts fast. No waiting, no waiting. Side sleepers get shoulder and hip relief. Back sleepers feel that subtle lumbar support. Stomach sleepers aren't bowing into the bed. It's the most universally comfortable feel in this lineup. And because it's 8 inches with denser foam, edge sitting is stable. Reading, climbing in, or just hanging out feels secure, not squishy. Cooling is quietly excellent for this category. Bamboo charcoal infused foam tends to absorb odor and help with moisture management, which makes a difference in rooms where multiple people share space. For bunk or loft setups used by guests and older kids, nights stay comfortably neutral. Motion transfer is low. If a teen flops down, it doesn't bounce the other sleeper. Durability is where NapQueen pulls ahead. Over weeks of use, the surface feel stays consistent, and rotating it keeps the top fresh. Final take? Pick the thickness that respects the guardrails first, then choose the feel that matches the sleeper. That's how bunk beds stop being compromises and start being great sleep.